The process of digitally cutting things out from a background has changed significantly in the last 5 years. We literally started at having to manually mask things out in After Effects. Then came along Rotobrush 1, which kinda sucked. Then came Rotobrush 2, which was incredible. And then this other company called Runway ML came and created this really cool browser-based auto roto feature called Green Screen. And now, as of this month, we have the new Rotobrush 3 that just got released in After Effects beta. I have relatively high hopes for this update, but I want to use this video to take a real deep dive into this new feature. By the way, if After Effects seems a tad intimidating, which it shouldn't by the way, I've got something that might interest you. Think of it as this awesome VFX hack or trick that you can do right inside of Premiere Pro without even having to touch After Effects. It's called Eprism, and it's an effects pack that offers a collection of digital lens distortions that mimic high quality Prism lens filters. Both Volume 1 and Volume 2 gives you access to over 20 filters, and trust me, it's a breeze to use. You can find it in the link in the description. Now let's start our journey checking out Rotobrush 3 in After Effects. First, it's time to open up After Effects Beta. In order to get into After Effects Beta, you got to open up the Adobe Creative Cloud. Then you're gonna click onto Beta Apps. Then you're gonna click onto After Effects Beta and click Open. First clip that we're going to look at is this beautiful dancer dancing. Now it's time to click on the Rotobrush button and begin to draw on your frame. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go up into the Rotobrush tool, click on it. Then we're going to double click on the composition. That's going to bring you out of the composition window and into the layer window. And we're going to begin to draw an outline around her body. Make sure that the Rotobrush tool is in version 3 and continue drawing around her body. If you make a mistake, you can, like always, just hold down Alt and you'll deselect. The selector will turn red as opposed to staying green. Now let's preview this and see how well this Rotobrush sticks to her body as she begins to move wildly and dance. That looks pretty smooth. I see a couple mistakes, but this was a very long piece of footage to actually rotoscope out. Once you're satisfied, you're going to click freeze to freeze this in place. And then you may need to wait a little bit. I think so far I can say that I'm definitely seeing an improvement compared to Rotobrush 2 regarding the Rotobrush sticking to the edges of the object that's being cut out, even in the existence of extreme movement like this. I will say though that regarding this freezing process, I don't really see any improvement regarding processing time. Alright, click back onto your selection tool, then let's go back to our composition window and see how this looks. I'm actually rather impressed. I see a few imperfections, but I gotta remember that I actually only applied Rotobrush to that first frame. I didn't do any corrections throughout the entire 25-second clip. Alright, for this next one, we have two people dancing. We're gonna try to cut maybe just the woman out. Now it's time to click on your Rotobrush button and draw on your frame. We're now going to freeze the Rotobrush. All right, let's take a look. Go to the composition window and let's play through. They did a pretty good job on this one. I'm gonna actually go back and I'm gonna use the Refine Edge tool to fix up her hair a little bit. It's now time to click the freeze button just one more time to unfreeze. I'm gonna click back on the Rotobrush tool, go to Refine Edge tool up here, and then I'm going to smoothen these edges around her hair a little bit and see what that does. All right, let's go back to the composition window and see how that took. Oh, that's way cleaner. Let's check out our next clip. We have more dancing. This one's gonna be crazy as well. Let's go back to our Rotobrush tool, double click to go onto our layer window, and let's Rotobrush her out. Now I'm gonna go over to the Refine Edge tool and I'm going to fix her hair a little bit. Alrighty, I say this actually looks pretty good. So guys, closing thoughts, Rotobrush 3 was actually pretty good, but it wasn't as crazy of a technological jump as it was between Rotobrush 1 and Rotobrush 2. I would have never assumed that this technology was even possible about 5 years ago. I feel like we're gonna get to the point real soon where the automation of rotoscoping is gonna get so incredible that we're not gonna even register it as a workflow that we need to even think about anymore. What do you guys think in the comments? Let me know.